Welcome to another Wiggly Wednesday. I'm Azaria, this is Dragon, and we're both super excited to read some stories, play some games, and sing some songs today. Alright, let's check out what our theme is. Oh, it looks like we have a giraffe. I wonder what that could mean. Let's check for some more clues. This week's theme is animals. That's great. That reminds me of a song. Alright, everybody grab your shaker egg. And we're gonna sing a song called The Walrus Washes His Coat. And for the first verse, you're just gonna leave your shaker egg in your lap or on the table, and then I'll show you when we pick it up and then you use it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, the walrus washes his great big coat down by the wavy ocean. He adds some water and he adds some soap, and he waits and he waits and he waits. And the laundry shakes, 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 and the laundry shakes and shakes and shakes, and the laundry shakes, shakes, shakes until it's clean. And the laundry shakes, 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 and the laundry shakes and shakes and shakes, and the laundry shakes, shakes, shakes until it's clean. Oh, the walrus washes his great big coat down by the wavy ocean. He adds some water and he adds some soap, and he waits and he waits and he waits. And the laundry shakes, 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 and the laundry shakes and shakes and shakes, and the laundry shakes, shakes, shakes until it's clean. And the laundry shakes, 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 and the laundry shakes and shakes and shakes, and the laundry shakes, shakes, shakes until it's clean. Great job, everybody! Now the walrus has a nice clean coat. Okay, you know what time it is. Let's check the chest for our book of the day. So today we're gonna read Mr. Tiger Goes Wild. Okay, so Mr. Tiger Goes Wild. Everyone was perfectly fine with the way things were. Everyone but Mr. Tiger. Mr. Tiger does not look very happy right here. Mr. Tiger was bored with always being so proper. Good day, Mr. Tiger. Good day, Mr. Deer. Lovely weather we're having, I suppose. Indeed. Now, children, please do not act like wild animals. So here Mr. Tiger is looking very bored with everything. He wanted to loosen up. He wanted to have some fun. He wanted to be wild. And then one day, Mr. Tiger had a very wild idea. What's happening? Oh, he's on all fours. He looks pretty happy about it too. He felt better already. Here you can see all the animals looking at him like, what are you doing, Mr. Tiger? Mr. Tiger became wilder and wilder each day. Roar! His friends did not know what to think. Peculiar. Wow. Unacceptable. And then Mr. Tiger went a little too far. Oh, he lost all his clothes. Mr. Tiger. His friends had lost their patience. Mr. Tiger, if you must act wild, kindly do so in the wilderness. What a magnificent idea. So Mr. Tiger ran away into the wilderness, where he went completely wild. Here he is running through the fields, chasing fish, climbing trees. Roar! Mr. Tiger again, prowling through the fields. But Mr. Tiger was lonely. He missed his friends, he missed the city, and he missed his home. So Mr. Tiger decided to return. Here's his friends with some clothes for him. And he found that things were beginning to change. Now a bunch of the animals are all on their feet. Now Mr. Tiger felt free to be himself. And so did everyone else. The end. So that's a really cute story about a tiger who decides to be a little wild. All right, now that we're done a story, I think it's time for a craft. Let's head out. Okay, so for this craft time, we're gonna make animal finger puppets. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is take a piece of paper and then get an adult to cut it halfway down the middle, just to make it a little easier to work with. Then you're gonna take your finger and wrap the paper around it to measure how big it is. Get your parent to mark the spot where your finger is. There we go. Great. Now we're gonna uncurl it and cut it this way. So now we're gonna draw an animal. So I'm gonna do a bear, I think. There, so a little bear. Next, you're gonna cut out your animal. And you can color them in and add sparkles or whatever you want. Great, next you're going to rub down your finger again to see it there, so it's all taped together. Now I have a little finger puppet. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm gonna make a couple so I have a whole hand. Now we have time for one more story. Let's see what else is in the chest. All right, so another story we have is called My Pet Wants a Pet. Okay. Once there was a boy who wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. So here's the little boy and he's seeing everybody with all their pets. He begged, and he begged, and he begged his mother. Until, what do you know? She said yes. And there's our little guy with his very own puppy. The boy loved his puppy. He fed him and played with him and cuddled him in his arms. The puppy loved his boy. He licked him and jumped on him and fell asleep in his lap. Oh, that looks pretty cozy. They had the best time together, the boy and his pet. Such a good time, in fact, that the puppy decided that he, too, wanted a pet. Can you see what the puppy's looking at over here? It's a kitty. The boy's mother thought this was a terrible idea. The puppy is your pet, she said. He does not need a pet. But the boy understood that the puppy wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. And so the puppy got a kitten, a furry orange kitten. Truth be told, the boy was surprised at this choice. Dogs chase cats, he told the puppy. And the puppy did chase the kitten, but only as a game. And afterward, he let her eat from his bowl and play with his ball, and they dozed in the sun side by side. In fact, they got along so well and had so much fun together that it wasn't long before the kitten herself wanted a pet. When the boy told his mother this, she looked at him like he was crazy. That kitten is the pet of your pet. She certainly does not need a pet. But the boy and the puppy understood that the kitten wanted something to take care of, something of her very own. And so, the kitten came home one day with a bird, a pretty red bird, right here. Now once again, this seemed like an odd choice. Cats catch birds, the boy told the kitten, and the kitten did sometimes pounce on the bird. But really, it was all in good fun. The kitten made sure the bird had water and places to fly and perch, and they got along so well and did so many marvelous things together that soon enough, what do you think? The bird wanted a pet. Now this is getting ridiculous, said the boy's mother. That bird is the pet of your pet. She does not need a pet. But the boy knew that she did. She really did. So the bird brought home a worm, a little green worm. The boy started to explain that birds eat worms, but then he decided to leave well enough alone. And the bird took such good care of that worm, and was so gentle when she carried him and so quick to protect him that before long, guess what? The worm wanted a pet. What? Cried the boy's mother. That worm is the pet of the pet of the pet of your pet. He does not need a pet. But the boy knew that even a worm might need something to take care of, something of his very own. And so the worm found a flea. It was a tiny brown flea, and it hopped all over the house. Why, the worm had trouble keeping up with it. But he followed the flea and looked after it, and soon they were the best of friends. Such good friends, in fact, that in no time at all, can you imagine what happened next? That's right. The flea wanted a pet. Absolutely not, said the boy's mother. The flea is the pet of the pet of the pet of the pet of your pet. No more pets! But that didn't stop the flea, because of course, he wanted something to take care of. Something of his very own. So the flea decided the puppy would be his pet. There's a little flea bouncing onto the puppy. Oh, life was wonderful. The boy and the puppy and the kitten and the bird and the worm and the flea were as happy as could be because they all had pets. But there was someone, a special and important someone, who wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. Can you guess who it is? When there's a little worm in a race car down here. Now, the boy and the puppy and the kitten and the bird and the worm and the flea were a little bit worried. None of them wanted to give up their pets. What were they going to do? The boy thought about this for a long time. And then he had an idea. His mother needed something to take care of, something of her very own. So here's a little boy in a package marked "Too Long." Because whenever you take care of something, that something takes care of you. The end. Alright, so that's a cute little story about why pets are so great. So that was our last Wiggly Wednesday for the summer reading program. I had so much fun reading, playing games, and singing songs with you guys, and I love seeing pictures and hearing from you every week. I hope you had an amazing summer, and thank you so much for taking part in the summer reading program. Bye, everybody!